Hello everyone. So in this video, I will explain the answers to the week 3 assignment. So the first question is, which of the following words contain both derivational and in, inflectional suffixes? So you can derivational means uh, the entirely new words by changing the parts of speech, and inspection will be deals with the grammatical changes such as singular, plural, number, tense, etc. So from this option, we can see that if you take agree, so the answer is disagreements. So if agree means I can make it as agreement, that is a derivational suffix, and disagreements I am adding a prefix. This denotes the derivational prefix. From agree, I will be changing into agreement, and here they are given as agreements. So both the derivational and inflectional suffixes will be coming for the last option. The second one is, assume a fair coin is flipped 3 times in a row. Let Q be the probability of getting 3 heads. That is, you are flipping the coin 3 times. They are asking what is the perplexity of the sentence. So perplexity, first we will calculate the probability Q, that is tossing a fair coin 3 times. So it will be 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2, we will be getting 1 by 8. So the perplexity formula is 1 by probability term, that is, so perplexity will be 1 divided by 1 by 8. I will be getting 8. So the option is B. The third one, X denotes an input and Y denotes a class label. So which of the following are true? So generally, generative models implicitly define probability of Y given X by learning the joint probability. Discriminative model require an explicit model of the input distribution P of X. So the correct answer is first one and third one are correct. So it will be 1 and 3. And the next one, they are given some bigrams, unigrams, and the total also they are given. We have to calculate we have to solve with the help of Neisser key back-off technique. So it will be probability of is 1 divided by the total probability number of bigrams, that is 1 divided by 122, will be getting option D, 0.0081. The second one, the fifth question is also the same thing. What will be the value of P for the probability of is given language processing using Sneddon-Lee backup techniques? You can So we will be calculating the probability of language processing is 4. So I will be getting language processing is 4 and language processing is 5. So I will be getting probability P is equal to 4 by 5, which is option C. For the same question, they are asking the probability of can given language processing. So you have to take it as probability of language processing can. It will be 1. Language processing can is 1 and language processing is divided by to the total probability 5. We are already seen that in the previous question 4 by 5. Here it is language processing can is 1. So 1 by 5 we will be getting 0.2. So the seventh one is they are given a hidden Markov model HMM. For the tag also they are given and the words they are given as bright lights. Okay, so refer these type of questions. It will be asked in the final exam. So here the basic thing of hidden Markov model is it is an extension of Markov chain. So where will not be the output symbols are not the same as the states. So here we can write it as um, here we'll be having two probabilities. One is a transition probability and another one is a emission probability. You can refer the table also. You have to refer both the diagram and the table at the same time. The emission probability is given in the table and the transition probability we have to refer from the diagram. So it will be, so from the starting state to the end state, we can see the diagram also. Start VB NSS NNS to the end, or it will be start VB NNS to the end. So like that it has the transition flow. Here in the question they are given as VB that is starting stage. Starting it will be going to VB, from VB it will be going to this NNS, from NNS it will be going to the end state. So in general we'll be writing as, so all the states will be having one transition multiplied with the emission probabilities. So transition probability is P of Ti given T of I minus 1 and the emission probability you can refer the slide number 14 and 15. So in general you will be having like this: start, it will be going for a tag 1 where you will be having the word, then tag 2, at last it will be going to the end state. So just you have to calculate you have to multiply all the probabilities. So first one is so the starting to the first transition is VB. So you'll be getting, you can refer the diagram. So the probability is, first one is starting, probability of starting to the first transition state is VB. So it is 0.25 into, we have to note down the emission probability. Emission probability of, in the question they are given as word sequence as bright lights. So emission probability of VB given bright, or bright given VB. Bright VB, the value will be 0.00125. So probability I will be getting as 0.25 into 0.00125 into the next state. Next state, it is going from VB to NNS. From VB to NNS, I will be having the value as 0.85 into the emission probability. Emission probability of light given NNS. Light given NNS is 0.00050 into 0.00050, and the last one is from NNS to end state, it is 0.4 into 0.4. If you are multiplying, you will be getting the answer as 5.31, this one, option B, 5.31 into 10 power minus 8. And you can justify this answer also, why we are selecting from VB to NNS. From VB to NNS, it will be 0.85, which has the higher value. VBB to NNS, it is 0.45. You can compare like that also. And as well as from VBZ to NNS, it is 0.6 only. So this will be the highest value. If other problems are given, we can solve easily. You have to compare both the emission probabilities and the transition probability. You have to multiply both the transition probability and the emission probability. In this question, they are given as words as bright lights and VBNNS. Thank you.